Hey everybody, happy Saturday everyone. We have a very sunny day today, even though it's about to go down, but it's very sunny. So you see this whiteout. It's not a special effect on my face, but it's a beautiful sunny day, which gives me a bit of extra energy to make a video for you today, guys. I wasn't planning on it, but had a conversation with a very dear friend of mine. Hi, Dave. And talked about a little bit about, what you're really going through when you apply for K1 visa, when you start in the process. Actually, as your petition, as your application progressing, what are the things that are not often talked about, except for the obvious. You have to get this right, you have to get that right. So I just want to come out today and support all of you guys who are going through this process or will go eventually. There is a lot more than just preparation of the documents, a lot more than that. Hey everybody, John, Patrick, and everybody who will watch later. So I really see K1 visa process, the whole process. I do see that as the first real relationship challenge, because when you go into resorts and eating ice creams and having cocktails and having fun, this is one part of getting to know each other. You can't really say that is a challenge. You enjoying yourself most of it, because this relationship is started as long distance and have always been in most cases long distance. You usually do not encounter the downsides and challenges and all these things as you date. But once things are getting serious and you applied for the petition and you getting things ready, a lot of anxiety comes in, a lot of insecurity, fear. And I just want to support today everybody who is on that side of the fence. And there are several key things to really understand how to cope with all of that. Most of you guys, I have to say, doing a good job already. But today, again, talking with a close friend of mine, he shared that, there is a lot of fear because, you feel like, okay, things are on a roll and maybe even, your petition got approved. But then you starting to doubt yourself. You feel, oh my gosh, what if she changes her mind? What if she doesn't pass the interview? What if she will postpone? What if? And we can really drive ourselves completely crazy. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay, I'm gonna hide from the sun a bit. So we can drive ourselves completely insane, trying to think about 100 things that can go wrong instead of taking one step at a time. And with a K1 visa, which is the best way, it's a fiancé visa, that's the best way to get your lady in a country. You really have a step-by-step process. There is not that much confusion. And instead of thinking about 10,000 things are going wrong, I would strongly recommend to have that chain in front of you. It's, you can find it, you can ask your lawyer, you can look online. There is a particular chain of things in which order these things are going to happen, and just follow that. I understand you guys with all of my heart, because as a sensitive person, as a sort of hyperactive, somewhat ADHD person, I can understand you, because you have like millions of different thoughts trying to pull you and trying to warn you, oh my gosh, this and that, and what if. But when the only thing, the most important thing you need to know, the only one thing that really matters is what is the right next step. And once again, those steps are not mystery with a K1 visa. Those steps are pretty straightforward. And K1 visa have like 99% of success. So unless your relationship is fake, or there is some complications, focus on that. There is a 99% of success. I mean, so refocusing on that one thing at a time that you need to do. You have your chain of things, and you have one thing that you need to do on your schedule. Yes, you have to make sure you follow in the timeline, and you can consult with somebody, you can have a lawyer, you can go to immigration website, you could talk with somebody who had a successful process. So but today, more than that, I would like to bring the relationship part of, when the couple is going through the challenge of the K1, of the fiancé visa, and that is really important to actually go through the challenge, because if things were meant to be, this challenge will be very positive experience, even through the, I would say, very valuable experience, because nothing helps you to get to know the person better and what they are really about than going through a challenge, than going through something that requires your energy, that requires your patience and understanding where the other persons come from. Once again, talking today with a friend, and he said, I'm sitting here and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or I want to tell her, you need to do this and you need to do that. But the reality is, you are not living her life. You don't know what is on her plate. You don't know what challenges she's going through. She's having her last months in Ukraine, for example. So before we really get on a case of our partner, fiancé, husband, wife, we have to make sure that we really understand where they're coming from, and we have to let them express their feelings. For example, we have a tendency to rush people, and I would be the first one to say that there is not a more anxious and unpleasant feeling that somebody's trying to rush you and push you and tell you what to do. Because when somebody tell you how they feel, always listen to them. Very often in unhealthy relationships, people deny the feelings of the other person. It's really easy to think that everybody should feel the way you feel, but when the person sharing with you how they really feel, that's the highest level of trust. If somebody shares with you how they really feel, it means that let you in their heart. Because it's much easier to say, I'm fine, it's okay, I'm all right. It's so general. It's about nothing. There is no depth. So if you are going through this process and your lady, she's stressed out because maybe she's still working, maybe she doesn't live in the most tropical climate, and guys, the fall and winter depression, I mean, not real, the color depression, the lack of sun, it's real. If you always need to try to step in somebody's shoes. That's the first step, and this can help you to actually get closer. That is your first challenge. If you listen to her and you understand and you work together as a team, the chances are she will appreciate, she will trust you more, she will feel more secure. And when you are in a situation when she will need to be patient, she will need to be understanding, there is more chances that she will be understanding and she will be supporting. Your main goal in this process of moving to another country and getting all the documents ready and just going through all of the above is to be a great support. This is the critical time, because she is the one that changed in the country, and her environment she knew all of her life, not you. So if you could show her that you could be an amazing supporter during this time, pretty much that would be a major indicator for her that she's going in the right direction in her life. Because one of the things that as women we need the most is to know that you got our back, and you're supporting. You're not there to make us more anxious. You're not there to push us, to make us jump through more and more hoops. You are here and you are there to support, understand, embrace, and so on and so forth. So that is a true challenge, guys. And it's a good kind of challenge because it has a plan, it has a certain cycle, it has a big bonus at the end of it, and beginning for something big and beautiful. And guys, when you have fear, I want to talk about the fear. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Hey Jared, Helena, Mark, what's up? Good to see you. Martin, thank you so much. Derek, Christopher, what's up guys? Let's talk about fear. We all have fear. We become invulnerable when you get ourselves on a new path. And I want to tell everybody who is in love, or who is in a relationship or anything like that, you're very brave. One of the things I've learned in the last couple of years, it takes incredible bravery to love, to be vulnerable at it, to be open, to not be scared and fearful, and let people in your heart, and be brave enough to tell how you feel. I've never thought that it takes bravery to tell how you feel. I mean, I never thought about it, but lately dealing, consulting people, meeting people, going through my own life experience, being vulnerable and not being afraid to get out there and open up after you've been hurt many times, that is a bravery. And for those of you guys who are afraid to get hurt, I want to tell you something. You are at more risk if you do not try. You have to try things. We were built to explore, to engage, and to risk. And we also are able to recover and heal. We are not this, snowflakes that will melt with the sun. If something didn't go wrong, if your experience did go wrong, not like you expected, and you're fearful, well, it means that it just wasn't meant to be, and you're gonna heal, recover, and keep living. So when you have the fear, connecting, with whether she's going to follow through with all of that, whether the interview gonna go well, whether she's gonna be okay going through that, and blah blah blah, you have to ask yourself something. What is the most horrific thing that can happen during this visa process? You will make a mistake and you're gonna be denied an appointment. Well, you can apply for another one. She get overwhelmed with this and she will leave you. Well, then she wasn't meant to be with you, and the earlier she left, the better. If the person cannot take a challenge like that, it tells you something. It means that you never mattered, and it wouldn't work anyway, and it'd only be worse. I mean, what other fears? The brick will fall on your head and you will die? I mean, seriously. So we got to get into mode when we just tell ourselves, snap out of it, stop, and focus on something that's productive. Focus on something that makes you feel stronger, whatever it is, emotionally, mentally. I don't know, get more information, talk to people that are successful at it. Look what will happen if you won't take these chances. Just kind of get yourself in the mode that things are working out for you. And even when we think then things are not working out for us, they are actually working out for us. Because when somebody walks away from you at a challenging time, when somebody changing their heart at a challenging time, that tells you something. This person probably were not meant to be with you for the long run anyway. So when things are not working out, I've been always thinking about this. When we think, oh boy, it's too bad it didn't work out, actually it did work out. Just not, it worked out differently than you thought it will. So guys, I just wanted to give you some of the thoughts, just want to support. I have many friends that actually, and supporters and clients and listeners that are just going through this process, and they look how challenging it is, and one thing at a time and one day at a time. That's all. The only thing you need to have in your mind is your next right move. That's all. All right, let's see. Okay, guys, I'm gonna chat with you just a little bit. I have a actually I have a photo shoot today. It's too bad you can't really see me with all this, like, too much sun. I have nothing to complain about today. Let's see. I really appreciate and enjoy your content. Thank you, Martin. I'm glad you enjoyed my yesterday live, Mark. It was pretty funny. Hello, Holland. Christopher is saying, I don't have any fear. I love to be open and not selfish. Good. I don't know how to read your name correctly. Is it Yorn? Or I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to butcher it. So it's saying, gentleman from Holland is saying, yes, way more bravery than a Russian soldier during World War II, facing Hitler's army and protecting his family at home. Way more. Well, you know what, guys? The reason why I talked about bravery is because a lot of times I know a lot of very strong people, well, not maybe a lot, but some, that can deal with anything in life, and I'm talking about men. So that would rather, I don't know, fight Hitler's army, drink vinegar, I don't know, dance on the roof, swim in the freezing water, do anything but tell the person they love that they love them. There is a certain thing of vulnerability, and people who did not have love available when they're growing up, love is the most confusing, challenging thing. So you are brave. Let me just finish this life with telling you why you are brave. You are brave because you give things a chance. You're brave because you get out of the comfort zone of just being where you are and not being satisfied with the relationship you've had. You didn't just settle. You knew there is something better for you. You are brave because you were able to overcome the fear and of this relationship, or things that can happen, being long distance. And also you were brave because you knew that so many people going to take you out, to talk you out of it and criticize you and laugh about you and point finger at you at doing something that they wish they could do but they would not admit because they settled. There are many great women here in every country, but a lot of your friends are settled with women that don't even look like women, that don't act like women, that they don't have good relationship with, but they're settled. And the reason why they're criticizing you, because they're jealous as heck. And that's all. because they give up a long time ago and they not gonna change anything. They wish they would, but they don't have the courage to do things that you do, and that's why. So whatever things we're doing in our life, when it's really out of the box, you have to give yourself a credit. You are brave. You are brave for going, not to impress somebody, but you are brave for going for the things you want and love. So guys, with that being said, I want to wish you a wonderful Saturday. I wasn't planning the life in the middle of the day because I work weekends till Christmas. So it's been wonderful to have more interactions and getting more feedback, and just kind of, I feel like we've been growing a community, and it's wonderful. By the way, I will ask friends of mine who are going through K1 about sharing some things, some personal things, some, and I'm considering recording couples interviews on K1. Some of them might be public, some of them might be posted on Patreon, because not everybody wants to share their personal things. So if you want to join any of my platforms, let me know. I have a Facebook page too, so I will post this all information under the video. And if you need anything, any more help, just ask. Yes, Casey, you're too late, my dear friend. So it's all right. You'll see the recording. So guys from Michigan, from sunny Michigan, with love. And I will see you very soon.